Welcome back to Beerger. I've got another React video. I'm going to try to do these once a week. People seem to really like them so far. So heck, let's do them. I try to keep things positive. That's just the way I like to do things. For this React video, if you've never heard of this Canadian chef named Matty Matheson, you are in for a treat. If you have heard of him, you know exactly what to expect. He's a wild man, but his story is even wilder. So I would implore you to go research his story and learn more about him. I owned his two newest cooking books, Homestyle Cookery, and the other one, I don't remember the title of it, but I have made several of the recipes in it and several of the recipes multiple times, and they're phenomenal. And he's opened up a couple new restaurants in Toronto, in the Toronto area. And Matty, if you're watching this, I'm literally right across that big lake from you right now. He is in Fort Erie, which is right across the lake. We could meet up halfway on a boat and cook burgers together. Like, dream come true for me. Look at Matty Matheson if you haven't heard of him. Watch this video. You're gonna love what you see. I have not watched this. I have never made Swedish meatballs before. So I'm actually really intrigued on how to do this. So maybe we'll try this Swedish meatball recipe next week when I have some time to actually do it. And then maybe we'll record that and throw it up as a video of me trying out his recipe. If you guys would like to see something like that, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's go ahead and watch Matty Matheson's easy Swedish meatballs. Here we go.
You get scared. The best cook ever when I'm not on camera. It's impossible to walk out of IKEA truly happy. Trick or treat! Tonight's a special night, isn't it, everybody?
Okay. Like the Asmongold video, I want you to take a inventory of what we have here. We have this gentleman, Matty Matheson. He is wearing a great hat, and he's covered in tattoos. And if I had to choose a chef, like if we had a lineup of chefs in front of me and I didn't even know who Matty Matheson was, I would probably choose him just because he just looks like a creative guy that's going to cook the shit out of something, right? Doesn't he? I mean, okay, let's go.
Did you stay up late? What, did you take a nap? Did you fall asleep? And all of a sudden I appeared in your dream.
All the time.
Because I'm here now. Aren't I? Inside of you.
Oh.
Guess what? Today we're going to be making Swedish meatballs. Trishy, my wife, my partner, my lover, the mother of my children, makes Swedish meatballs.
Now, I've been watching Matty Matheson for a couple years now, and his wife has to be a complete saint. I'm not saying he's a bad guy or anything like that. No, don't get me wrong. He's just wild. But he has to be fun to be around, right? I mean, he has to be fun. Is he like this in real life? I don't know. I'm going to say yes.
And I love them. When I come home and Trisha's like, I made Swedish meatballs, I'm like, holy fucking shit. Let's fucking skip the meatballs and go straight to falling asleep and not kissing. We make out still. We're like high school students, okay? She's not here to say that this is exactly how I make them, because also I don't really watch her cook or make the Swedish meatballs. So I'm just guessing. And cream corn. My cream corn is fucking fire. So settle down with all this bullshit.
So now that it's getting a little colder outside, and it's going to snow any day where we live, and it actually did a couple weeks ago. It also snowed a couple weeks ago, just real light, but this is the kind of food that gets me excited. You know what I mean?
We're about to make some Swedish meatballs, okay? Fuck out of here.
Cooking something.
We got some day-old shitty bread. We're just gonna take this.
I have always loved how his videos are edited also. Notice all these little nuances that they throw into the videos. They'll warp his face. They'll do all sorts of fun stuff, and they'll throw little cartoon characters like that in there. And I just love it. It's adorable.
And rip it up. A little bit of milk. We just need a little bit of moisture. Okay. And now we have nice, bready, milky, moisture, flavor, breadcrumbs, okay? Look at that. Look how easy that was. 1 pound.
It looks gross, but you know that's going to do wonders
1 pound
for
ground
flavor.
pork. We're going to mix this and incorporate this first before I add anything. I'm going in, I'm squeezing, I'm turning, and then I flip and I move it around and I squeeze it and I do this and I punch it. Here we go. We got 2 eggies.
No, don't
We're gonna add 2 whole eggs in the middle of a well. Make the well. Pound it out. White powder. dried mustard, onion powder,
Okay.
garlic powder, no. We have white pepper, ginger, garlic powder, mace, nutmeg, allspice, salt.
I can't say I've ever used mace in anything I've ever made. And if you've never watched Matty Matheson, you'll kind of love that he's kind of a cluster. I think he just put out a video the other day where he calls himself the cluster F all the time. Yeah, that's let's do it.
My hand's disgusting. Little Worcestershire, a little quick gluggy, like a finger worth of mustard, Dijon. This is dry.
The finger of musty. I don't know why I found that so funny. I just did.
Breadcrumbs. We're gonna mix this up.
I love
Get that
meatballs.
kind
All
of juice
meatballs.
in. Then we're gonna add like a handful of the other wet, milky
okay,
breadcrumbs. Punch it up, punch it down. Oh yeah. You want them to be a little bouncy. Yeah.
One thing I like to do when I make meatballs is I put a little olive oil on my hands. And when I put the olive oil on the hands, it keeps the meat and the fats from sticking to my hands because I've got super hairy hands, you might have noticed, like a chia pet kind of hands. And that keeps the meat from clogging up my hand hair.
And you want it to be a little gummy. That looks good to me. Doesn't that look good to you?
It looks great.
Now, I'm just gonna wash my hands, do a little tidy up here. And we're gonna be back on cooking something. And I'm gonna be
Like,
making
how could you not, like, let me rewind this for a second. Like, look at this face. How could you not love this face, right? Like, just look at that face.
back on cooking something.
Anybody
Now,
that doesn't like his videos or his
velvety,
cooking or
soft, bouncy Swedish
like
meatballs.
would never be a friend of mine.
What's spookier? I don't know if that one landed. What's spookier than a black kitty cat on Halloween?
Oh, boy.
It's shaving your pumpkins without.
Okay, so there is not a single YouTube personality that does a sponsored ad as well as Matty Matheson. Like every brand should be paying Matty Matheson to rep their products on his shows because there's nobody better. His ads are just, well, watch, you'll see.
Manscaped. Manscaped is easily the greatest shaver of all time. I use it to shave my little baby pumpkins. You should too. Lucky for you, the Manscaped has made sure that they keep you groomed and they smelling great. You know, the Performance Package 4.0.
It's gross that he smelled it.
It's the holy grail. Before Manscaped,
Hopefully that's
what
not a
happened?
used one.
You got a foot up on the thing. You got a mirror. You're trying to shave everything. You're trying to. I don't know how to do this. My dad didn't teach me that. I'll tell you that much. 20% off plus free shipping. Plus you get the free gifts. You get the underwear. You get the toenail
those
clippers.
underwear look
Everything
nice. I
right
like black
now.
and gold.
Maddie 2022 is the code. Manscaped.com is the website.
You should use this
Have a
code.
great day. Shave your pumpkin.
Shave your pumpkins.
I'm frying meatballs. I want to kind of shallow fry them. Oil and butter. I always do just a little oil on my hands.
See,
This
there
is
it
only
is.
2 pound, 1 pound beef, 1 pound pork. Gets you a shit ton of fucking Swedish meatballs. As we're rolling, we're gonna start frying. I like to get cooking here.
Ooh.
One time I'd like to open up the right. So here we go. We got some butter in there. We can just start putting these in here.
Look at the frying
Gonna
butter
take
and
some. Ah! I'm just cooking like
there was a video he did a while back. I'm gonna link it in the description below, but he was making some sort of ground beef dish. And it turned into, I think it might have been last Halloween, actually, come to think of it. Whether it was last Halloween or the Halloween before that. But it turned into this, like, evil character. And it's a train wreck of a YouTube episode. You just have to watch it. I'll link that in the description.
cook at home, okay, everybody? Like, you gotta cook them, but once they're cooked, they're cooked. It's not like you're making like some all-day sugo. We'll fill up the tray, we'll brown these up, we'll get them out of there.
I never
use
use that much oil,
We'll
so
just take these out, nice and golden brown. Look at
they
this
look
little-
awesome.
Nice and juicy. Look, there's a bounce. There's a bounce. That's good cooking right there.
They're angry
Nothing on the
meatballs.
bottom of that pan. That pan is clean. All right, let's get these out of here. Look at that. That is good.
Oh, they do look awesome.
Cooking. So we're gonna put in some butter, chopped cremini mushrooms. We're gonna do salt and pepper. We're gonna saute this up. We're gonna dice up an onion real quick. Build out the roux with the onions and the mushrooms all in here. I don't really want hard sears mushrooms. I just want them to be soft,
I agree.
and velvety, and nice, okay?
I like having
We're
a
gonna put in
little
one
texture in my
One
shrooms.
big tablespoon of flour.
All right,
And
we're
now we're just
thickening it
gonna
up.
cook this out.
Making the
Most
roux.
people at home probably don't have beef stock lying around. Do you happen to have some beef stock lying around?
do.
Use some beef stock. I'm just gonna gently just add just enough and kind of build out a little bit of a slurry.
One of the best beef stocks I've ever had was, so I do a lot of dry aged steak. So you take the trimmings, the stuff that looks like real gnarly, like shoe leather that you would never want to put in your mouth, and you put that in your homemade beef stock, and it will blow your friggin' mind.
Which instantly you're gonna see here. So this is gonna get real thick real quick.
Real
I'm
thick,
just gonna
real
stir
quick.
it, and it's gonna get thicker. And now I'm gonna add a little bit more, and we just keep adding. We're just gonna take our time and bring it up to temperature. Just stir it around. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna
So
turn it
it's 10:17 a.m. while I'm watching this right now, and I feel so warm inside. This just looks amazing.
down to medium heat. We're gonna flavor it. So we're gonna add a little glug of the Worcestershire, add some soy sauce. Let's give it a taste, shall we?
That's the expensive gold Asmund Gold doesn't like to buy. He likes to buy the craft stuff.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
we're gonna add, I don't even think all the balls.
He's so evil.
That's chocolate milk beef balls.
Chocolate milk
All the
beef
flavor
balls.
from the meatballs now is gonna start soaking into the gravy. And now, I'm gonna show you how to make a really fantastic cream corn.
Oh.
Isn't that exciting, everybody? Isn't that it's gonna warm you up, make you feel like a real.
Click the like button if you love cream corn. If you've never had it, tell me in the comments below and tell me if you're going to make his recipe, because I'm going to next week. I've already made up my mind.
Real superhero, make you feel warm like you're flying above the clouds. Let's make some cream corn, shall we? Cream corn is not that difficult to make, but it can be.
Oh.
Okay, first, take your butter and throw it next to your fucking pot. Jeepers, creepers. Try it, I'd like to see people, who does this? Okay, medium heat, melt some butter, then we're gonna cook.
I gotta go clean myself. Oh man, it's on my keyboard. Jeez. I love my keyboard. It is the Varmillo, I forget what it's called. It's like the Bot Lie one. Okay, some people are going to say that was done on purpose, and it absolutely was not on purpose. I have a client video shoot to go to. It's 10:20. I've got an hour. I got to go to the shoot in an hour, and I'm not planning on going there with wet clothes. So that was not on purpose. Oh my God. Oh, I don't know why that got me so good. It got me. Oh man. So yeah, here's the keyboard, this. It just got a little bit wet, so hopefully it's not too bad. Okay, stay dry, little buddy. All right, sorry for the delay. Let's get back to this. We're chopping onions at the moment.
Some onion. We want to just kind of melt this
we cleaned up
away
the stove
with
real
the
nice.
butter. We got frozen fucking corn. It's ready in 8 to 10 minutes, everybody.
Ooh.
We're gonna add a bag of frozen corn. We're gonna mix that around.
can't believe I did
Dry
that.
white wine. And we're gonna just barely cover the corn. Turn the heat up, crank it. And now we're gonna reduce.
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 We're gonna add
Impacts flavor
this
so
much
much.
maple syrup.
Oh,
So we're gonna reduce this white
I
wine.
would have never
look,
guessed
see
that there was
what's happening?
syrup
And then
in
we're
there.
gonna blend it, just to blah, 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 max it blah. Just kind of make it look like vomit, and then we're good to go. Do not be soupy. Don't fuck around with me. Don't fuck around. Don't fuck around with me. And cream corn. Now, heavy cream. This is gonna warm this through.
Oh, God.
And this is what it should look like. It shouldn't be floating. We're gonna add a pinch of salt.
all right.
Maybe 2 pinches. Bring it over to a blender. I'm just gonna throw
He's
in
so
all the
cute.
corn. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm just gonna pulse this once or twice. Let's see. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, and then you threw it. I would have not guessed that.
butter.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, so I got like
Great
5
editing.
knobs of butter, about 5 tablespoons of butter. Throw that in there. We're going to give it a little pulse. Here we go, cream corn.
Oh man, that looks amazing.
This episode's been really easy, I guess. So I'm really chill right now. We're done. That's it. That's how you make Swedish meatballs and cream corn.
Oh, poor little
This
guys.
is a good meal right
We're gonna
here,
go in
okay,
his
everybody?
face.
We got
Oh, and
Swedish
the
meatballs.
mashed potatoes.
We got butter. Beautiful. How many times have we made mashed potatoes? You know, you take Yukon Golds, you peel them, you chop them up, salted water, boil them up, take them out, mash with butter. Okay?
This
That's it.
meal
Stop fucking around. Here
just
we go.
warms
We're
my
gonna show you
heart.
how to do this, okay? There's a certain technique. We're gonna take mashed potatoes and you fill that up.
Oh, yeah,
and
you
let it
gotta make
ooze
the-
out a little
volcano.
side of the cream corn. This is it. This is as good as it gets. But this is like literally, this is like one of my favorite meals ever. Like this is just like. Are you
Those
kidding me
mushrooms
right
look
now? It's
spectacular.
soft. The world's hard. Isn't life difficult? Can't we just have a meal
Damn straight.
that's soft and warm? It makes you feel good.
Yes.
Little bite of this.
I'm so excited to make this meal.
Crazy town. These meatballs. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Zero resistance Swedish meatballs. Is this as good as it gets?
Oh, they're so
When
happy
life
now.
gives you fucking sour grapes, you make fucking grape juice, okay?
That's
You deserve
wine.
it. Take life serious. Okay? Take life serious.
'Cause he surely
soft
does.
On
Yeah.
soft. Matty Matheson is cooking something. Thanks to Manscaped. Thanks to you. Swedish fucking meatballs.
Thank you,
Thanks
Matty
for Trisha.
Matheson.
Trisha, my number one. Trisha, hey. I'm a fucking river, and you're like 6,000 boats just riding on top of me, baby. I love you. Keep the wind in your sails, Trisha. I love you. Be home soon. All right. Namaste. Get fucked.
You gotta love it. You just gotta love it. Oh man. I mean, just look at this one. Whoa, look at Ultimate Breakfast Sandwich. I think I watched that one. Yeah, I definitely watched that one. Anyways, what did you think of Matty Matheson's easy Swedish meatballs? Are you going to make it? Because I'm definitely going to make it, and I'm definitely going to record it and show you guys next week. So that is on my list to do. And, oh, man. What did you think of Matty Matheson? Had you heard of him before? Let me know in the comments if you're a Matty Matheson fan or if you're going to be. I will link his channel in the description because he is fantastic. And if you don't have him in your life or his videos in your life, you absolutely need them. And I think I just proved that right there. Oh, and one other thing. Matty was also the producer and acted in the TV show The Bear, which is on Hulu, and I think it's on Disney Plus actually too. You need to go check out that show. I did a review of it on my channel. I will link that video in the description so you can watch it. If you haven't watched that show, you have to go check it out. It's fantastic. If you're interested in restaurant life, this is probably the only show that has nailed it. I mean, really, really nailed it from every single aspect. It's great. It's a great show. And he was one of the producers and he acted in it. So it's really funny. His role in it is extremely funny too. So I'll link that video in the description so you can watch that. But if you have watched it, let me know in the description. Let me know what you thought of that. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I'll see you next time.